Hi everyone, we are going to work on lesson 43, written practice, pages 304 to 305. We're going to do 4 through 7, 11 through 14, and 18 and 19. Okay, so we'll start with number 4. Number 4 says draw a rectangle that's 3 centimeters long and 3 centimeters wide. So you can use your ruler and draw one. I'm just going to draw a rectangle 3 centimeters long and 3 centimeters wide. So a rectangle that's the same on each side is a special kind of rectangle called a square. So it's 3 on each side because it's a square. Okay, what is the perimeter of the rectangle? So for perimeter, we have to add up all the sides because the perimeter goes around the figure like a fence. So we would do 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 equals 12, or you could do 3 times 4 equals 12 because there's 4 sides to a square. And then, so that's A. And then B says, what is the area of the triangle? Or excuse me, the area of the rectangle. So if you were on graph paper, you would see all the little squares. It means how many squares are inside the rectangle. Okay, so there are 9 squares if you count them up. But the easiest way to do it is multiply the length times the width, and that equals 9 square centimeters, or you can write it like this, 9 centimeters squared. Okay, now we're going to do number 5. Round 572 to the nearest 100. So that's A. So 572 to the nearest 100. We're going to underline the hundreds place. Look to the right. 7 is greater than 5. So 572 is closer to 600. Okay, and then for B, round 572 to the nearest 10. Okay, so we have to underline the tens place this time. Look to the right, and 2 is less than 5, so 572 is closer to 570. Okay, and then on the next page, we're going to do number 6. 6 has an A, a B, and a C. Okay, so you have to look at the diagram, the drawing in your book, which is a square divided into hundredths. And so you have to write the shaded part of the square. So for the first one, they want us to write it as a fraction. So you could count all the blue squares, or you can count by tens because each row is 10, 10, 20, 30, and then there's 3. So it's 33 100ths, 33 hundredths. Okay, and then B, they want us to write it as a decimal number. So the way we would do that is 0.33. That is how we write 33 hundredths as a decimal. And then using words, we spell out 33, and you have to have the dash in between or the hyphen, 33, and then you spell 100, and then you put the THS, and that says 33 hundredths. Okay, and then number 7, are the rails of a railroad track parallel or perpendicular? So if you think about a railroad track, these are the rails, and then we have these that go across. So are these rails parallel or perpendicular? Okay, so they are parallel. And the way I always remember that is the word parallel has two parallel lines right here. These two L's are parallel. Okay, and now we're going to skip to number 11. Okay, so 11, I'm going to do right here. 11 is 2 45/100ths plus 4 50/100ths. So I'm going to do it up and down vertically so I can line up the decimal points. So we've got 2.45 plus 4.50. We'll put the plus sign. 5 plus 0 is 5. 4 plus 5 is 9. 2 plus 4 is 6. And then don't forget to bring down the decimal point. Okay, so our answer is 6.95 or 6 95/100ths. Okay, and for number 12, we are subtracting. So we're doing $3.25 minus $2.47. Okay, so we need to borrow here. So this becomes a 1. This becomes a 15. 15 minus 7 is 8. And we need to borrow again here. This becomes a 2. This becomes 11. 11 minus 7 is, 11 minus 4 is 7. And then 2 minus 2 is 0. We'll put in the decimal point and the dollar sign. So our answer is 78 cents. Okay, and then we're going to do number 13. We have 3 money amounts to add up here. So we just have to be careful to line up the dollar sign and the decimal point. So we have $2.15 plus $3. So for $3, I'm going to put my placeholders here, these 2 zeros. That says $3 plus 7 cents. Okay, for 7 cents, that means we're going to put a 0 here, a decimal point, a 0 here, and then the 7. That's how we write 7 cents. Now all the dollar signs and the decimal points are lined up. So 5 plus 7 is 12. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 3 is 5. And then our answer is, we have to put in the decimal point and the dollar sign. And our answer is $5.22. So the tricky part is remembering to write all of the place values in the proper place. So this is 7 cents, this is $3. If you had just written a 3 here and a 7 here, it would not have been correct. Okay, and the last one we're going to do is number 14. And number 14, oh, not the last one. The last one we're going to do on this page. Number 14 is 3.75 or 3 75/100ths minus 2.50 or 2 50/100ths. Okay, we'll subtract. Make sure your decimal places are lined up. 5 minus 0 is 5. 7 minus 5 is 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. Put in the decimal place. So the answer to number 14 is 1 25/100ths or 1.25. Okay, now I'm going to turn my paper over to do number 18 and 19. Okay, so number 18 is 6 times 80. So first we do 6 times 8, and you can use your multiplication table. Some of you have memorized already. 6 times 8 equals 48. And then we have 1 0, so we'll add the 0 right here. So 6 times 80 is 480. And number 19 is 4 times 300. So first we do 4 times 3 is 12. We count our zeros, 1, 2. We put our zeros over here, 1, 2. And so 4 times 300 is 1,200. And that's the end.